Hey, what is up, you guys? This is Rob. Got some big news, all right? You ready for this? Bam. Camaro is back in action. 67 Camaro, finally back in the shop. Want to see what has changed? Let's go check it out. Check out that engine bay. So we changed out quite a few things. First, the carburetor was, of course, all retuned and everything. Did change out the air filter. As you can see, power steering was changed out, the alternator. Distributor in the back, along with the all-new red wires. The Ford engine looks so janky, so I'm so glad I have it all fixed up. Here's a quick before and after of the motor. Yeah, as you can see, it was a huge improvement. They had overly long distributor cables and everything. So I'm so glad I have it back, and it runs great. Let's put down the hood. Let's see what else was changed. Alright, so check that out, alright? The stance of the car is so much better. Let me get out a sun. There we go. Before, basically I had a really janky setup. The springs on the front, they were cut, and it was just super bad. You know, there were some cut lowering springs, so it was already way too low in the front, constantly scraping everywhere. And in the back, it just had really old beat up shocks. So I do have Viking coilovers in the front and Viking shocks in the back. The back I am keeping on the leaf springs. So it feels good. You know, I was taking it up to Alice's before and it felt really stable in the turns. I did also change out the control arms to make the steering a bit more stable. Did also finally change out that front lip. The old one was all cracked up, so I was pretty glad. Here, let me get a different angle. Let's get the sun out of it. There we go. New lip in the front. Let's go inside so you can see what else was changed. Didn't know these old cars actually have two keys. A key for the ignition and a key for the motor. First thing you will notice, I added in seat belts. Yes, 3-point seat belts. Pretty cool to be able to put them in because they just bolt up right up here. Essentially, I didn't have to drill any holes. That was cool. I really don't like lap belts. You'll also notice the interior is pristine. I got all of the seats redone. This is great. I took the seats out. I took them somewhere. I brought them to seat covers. All new leather. No more holes or anything. No more janky yellow dust coming out of the bottom because of the rips. Now let's see what I added here. RPM gauge, oil PSI, temperature, and voltage gauge. This is so great because I'm able to finally see everything that's going on. And also, all the electronics in this car have been completely redone. All the old 60s wiring, gone. No more rusted up, green, disgusting wiring and fuse box. Brand new wiring all around. I don't have to worry about the lights not working anymore. All these lights are working. Even the windshield wipers are working now. I'm so happy to have it back and have it in reliable condition. Actually, I took it out to a show recently and a meet, and I enjoyed it. You know, I got to talk to people about the car. People were asking me all about it. People wanted to know its history. I was able to tell people what I'd done to it. I had a lot of fun with that. And, you know, do you want to hear it? Here, let's turn it on. You'll see the tachometer in action. I'm not sure how much you're going to be able to pull with the mic on this GoPro. It's a new microphone I'm using, but it sounds good. I really enjoy it. Check out I'm so happy to have the RPM gauge going. Let me rev it up a bit. Everything is working. The oil PSI, the temperature, the voltage, all of it. Being able to drive a 60s car, it's such a neat feeling compared to a new car. I mean, of course, yes, it feels old. It doesn't feel like you're driving a new sport car. But you know, you get to feel like you're driving a piece of history. I'm driving it and I look to my left and to my right. People are looking at it, stopping to take pictures of it. The ticket to a brewery recently as it was parked. I'm watching people stop, take a picture of it, and keep going on their way. And it is just an indescribable feeling. Oh, and also, unfortunately, something I'm still not too happy about, we weren't able to switch out the fuel gauge for the newer cluster. That's why I did have the RPM gauge down there. It would have been nice, but for now I just have the overly large fuel gauge. I did fill it up recently, so it does work. That's why it says it's full. I think I kind of overfilled it a little bit. That's okay. I also do, of course, have the retro sound stereo in here, as well as the nice speakers all around and some nice subs in the trunk. That's actually the gain for the amplifiers that are powering the subs. Let me turn it on, turn it off. And I also have another update. So I had talked before about supercharging the Mustang. You know, I had added some stuff to it, the coarse exhaust, the steered brace on the bottom, the performance package coils. The Mustang is being put on the back burner. The Mustang is staying in the family, but I got some new inspiration. I'm hoping things work out. You know, we will see what happens in the coming weeks. But if it works out, it's going to be something really cool. I'll be so excited to get to show everybody. So yeah, you know, just wait and see. For now, do enjoy the Camaro. I have been wanting to start a new segment called maybe something like Weekends of Rob, where I'll kind of record the meets and stuff I go to, and then I'll kind of do a bit of a weekend recap. You know, I don't want to do the whole vlogging, like walking around talking thing. So it'll be kind of like a recap where I kind of narrate over it. And that way you can just see the car-related stuff I do, and also just a little bit of what goes on in the Bay Area. I just think that'd be kind of a neat feature. You know, I go to a bunch of big events. A lot of them got canceled this year, of course. You know, I got like WEC Fest and the Hot Import Nights, exotics on Cannery Row, or wherever it is every year. So I just think it'd be pretty cool to get to show you guys, you know, what I do. I mean, you can see my videos right now, some of the meets of shows I've gone to. But I just think it'd be cool to get to show a bit more of my spin on it. You know, I could talk about specific cars and that kind of stuff. All right, guys. So once again, hope you enjoyed and have a good one.